Buenas tardes. It's a great pleasure to be here with all of you people and all the experts in this wonderful conference, and we can talk about and think about the future here. So I'm here as an educator, and I'm going to talk about the Finnish media education and the work we do there. So, here's Finland. And as you can see, we are between the East and West. So when we got our independence from Russia in 1917, we realized pretty quickly that what we need in order to survive in this world is good education. We are a big country with a small nation, and we have a very funny language. So we needed education in order to be better and do well. So Finland has a very good reputation in media literacy. And why is that? Well, it's because of the education. So the education is free from the primary school to the university level, even today. So you can become whatever you want to be. And the literacy rate, even today, is 100%. Well, the literacy skills have been coming down in the recent years, but still we are doing pretty well. So literacy skills are the skills that are needed in order to be media literate. So here is one definition that what media literacy is. So media literacy is ability to interpret and evaluate information, produce media content, and act safely in media environments. That's very shortly put it, but that is what it really means. So, I want to ask you, how media literate do you think you are? Do you think you are good at it? Maybe? Well, we asked 600 students, 16 to 20-year-olds, and we asked them the same question. And what they said was, yeah, I'm pretty good, and it's my friend who has all the problems. So, but what happened after that? We asked them to do some kind of exercises we had made, and it turned out to be that, well, it's not really the case. They needed some media education. And what came up in this little questionnaire also was the attitudes all these young people have online, meaning that when they encounter hate speech or cyberbullying, they thought, well, that's how it is. You just have to get used to that. And I think that's pretty shocking, because in normal life, we don't accept that you are bullied or somebody is violent towards you. So why should we accept that online? So we might feel like this guy, because media literacy is many different things, as you can see. So you start to kind of be really bedazzled over these different things you have to be and you have to learn. But I think you really have two different choices. Either you put your head into the bush and do nothing about it, or you work on your media literacy skills. Those are the two choices, really. So, the digitalization is here today, as we know. So, what it means in our daily lives, it means that, yeah, we might know how to use the devices, the mobile phones, we might have amazing computers, but we do need the education in order to use them well and make them to serve us and not vice versa. So here are some ideas, what kind of skills and what kind of abilities you need in order to be media literate. So you need thinking skills. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that you have to be able to have different perspectives. You have to be able to look at things in a different way, so to have critical thinking skills. But it's not very helpful to be critical all the time about everything. That means everything will stay the same and nothing moves forward. But you have to be skeptical and have healthy skepticism so that helps things to change, because we do always need change as well. There is a little kind of questionnaire cards we made with some researchers, and these cards were shown to some students because they were asked the same questions, that how do they interpret media online, different media texts. And some students did really well, and some, well, not so well. And these question cards helped them to understand why these texts were made, who made them, and what's the meaning behind them. So this is just to illustrate that really small things affect. So even with just small question cards like that, you can already enhance people's media literacy skills. Slow thinking. Well, we know digital world is very fast. Everything happens very fast. You get a message, you like it, you share it, and what's the possibility then to think about it? Well, not a very big one, because that means that you can very quickly spread disinformation, for example. So we need to stop and think and reflect what we are seeing, what we are sharing. And I think that's one of those maybe most critical skills what we need to have. And again, with some experts, we created these kind of infographics that help the students, for example, to understand the cognitive biases they might have. Why do I think like this? Why is my world in this bubble? And why is my friend thinking like he's thinking? So these kind of infographics can help in discussions like that. So emotions and interaction. Well, social media is all about emotions. We go there to feel enjoyment, just to relax, to get some inspiration for new wallpaper. And that's all fine. I mean, this is great, because that's what it is really useful for. So, but there is the downside to it as well. So we have to acknowledge that there's the doom scrolling, there's the pictures we don't want to see, and then you start to compare, for example, your life, your body, whatever you see online, and that gives anxiety and even depression to especially to the young people. So this kind of chart might help to recognize the feelings the people get when they are looking at those online contents, and then think about why is it like that. Right, digital well-being, very important as well. Like in this chart, you can follow how you are using digital media, because digital well-being means that you have a balanced digital life. So exercise, sleep, face-to-face meetings. So all of these combine into the balanced life. So it doesn't matter really, it hasn't been even shown in the research that how much time can you spend online. Because if you have the balance, it will be fine. But if you are struggling already with that, then spending 10 hours gaming or social media is not good for you. But I think most of the people will be fine. So in Finland, what do we do there then? Well, we have a lot of different actors who are doing media education as part of their work or as projects. Here you can see some of the actors. And you can kind of realize that in a small nation, 5.5 million people, we do quite many things in many different levels. And these are the ones outside school. And we are kind of part of with this group. And what happens on the governmental level, because we need also the support from the government. We can't do this alone. We can't change people's media literacy skills, just few of us. We need the government to take part. So we are lucky in a way that the government has realized this as well and have made all these different policies to kind of support that. And the first thing is that the Finnish National Agency of Education, they are the ones who make the curriculums. So here you can see an example of the ground school, basic school curriculum and the transversal competencies that are there. There's, for example, ICT and digital skills. And then there's the multiliteracy skills that involve also the media literacy skills. And these kind of transversal competencies are running through the whole curriculums from the primary school to the secondary school. And these competencies mean that all the teachers have to take these into account when they are teaching. So it has to be included there. And then we have the Ministry of Education and Culture. And they are the ones who are making a lot of different kind of policies. And they have made, for example, this media or national media education policy a couple of years ago, together with all those actors in the field. And now, last year, they created this digital policy as well, which was great because, of course, we need some kind of guidelines and targets that help us to work in this. But I think, let me just read my favorite part. I mean, the policies can be a bit tedious sometimes, but they are helpful and they are guiding us forward. So I will read my favorite part from the desired outcome for the digitalization. The flood of information and disinformation highlights the importance of media literacy, not only at a level of individuals, but also from the point of view of social resilience and democratic development. Therefore, media education, media literacy skills are democratic skills and for the base of the good democracy. Right, so a few more tips. How to be a media literate nation. Well, I don't have all the answers to that, because you are the best experts in your countries and in your cultures and at your jobs. But maybe I have something to give. First of all, media education is not just for the children and the youth. It's for all of us. We know if we go online and read the comments, the adults really need media literacy. So teacher training is important. That is something in Finland that we have been very good at. But we are currently doing a study where we are asking the teacher trainers what kind of teaching skills they are giving to the teachers in media literacy. And we've been doing this together with other actors around Europe, and it doesn't look very good. So this is something to really take into account, that teachers, youth workers, librarians, they need the teaching and the training. And of course, we need regulation and policies. And I really can't stress enough that this has to be done also for the big technological companies. As we know, they have a lot of power these days. I know it's not easy, but still. And good quality, unbiased information. Because information today comes from all sorts of places. 40% of the young people, they don't follow news anymore. It's like news avoidance. So we need to understand where they get their information. it comes from different outlets, but at least good journalism would be one answer to that. And of course, we need research. This media is changing all the time. Now we have AI that will just explode everything. It's like the new internet. That will change the game totally, especially when we talk about disinformation and deepfakes. So a lot of research will be done, hopefully, in the future. And connection and communicating, dialogue, very important in now today's world. I think we need more or less I people and more connecting people, as the old slogan was. So we can't ignore the challenges what we have in the digital world, but we also need to see the benefits. There are a lot of good things happening there as well. And like I said, digital world is here to stay. We can't ignore it. So we have to understand what people are doing online in the social media, how they are using it for their well-being. For example, online services for young people when they are cyberbullied. That happens already in today's world. So media literacy is not the answer to all the problems. It is a process, and it is a lifelong learned skill. You have to do it every day and learn every day. So, don't be this guy. Don't put your head into the bush. Explore it, try it out, experiment, embrace it. And you will have a wonderful, good digital, balanced digital life. And let's make the digital world serve us and not vice versa. Thank you.